Welcome to Jikoni Magic's Meza. Today we're going to be making egg chops. These are boiled eggs that are covered with a mixture of cornflakes, potatoes and various spices and then deep fried in oil. There are different variations to this and I'll be sharing them as we move along. Here I already have my cast iron skillet that I have preheated on moderate heat, added a tablespoon of oil to which I've just added a teaspoon each of cumin and black mustard seeds, and I left them to crackle and pop for about 30 seconds before adding my finely minced medium-sized red onion. And then as I was cooking, I realized that I had not peeled the onion properly. So what I'm doing here is I'm just picking out that onion peel that I had left behind. And to the onions, I also added a pinch of salt. This was to help draw out the moisture and for the onions to cook faster. So when they just turned translucent, I added ginger and garlic that I had also finely minced, and this was followed by me adding turmeric, red chili powder and garam masala. Cook them for about 2 minutes or so until the onions started turning brown. And as that was going on, I started working on my potatoes that I had boiled with their skin on. Right here, as you're seeing, I've already peeled off the skin. You need to have your potatoes very dry, and I proceeded to mash them very lightly, not too much. This was just to give them a head start because I was going to finish the mashing process in the mixture that is in the skillet. Made sure that everything was well incorporated and then proceeded to divide the mixture into two because I'm going to use the same procedure to make the mixture for my next recipe, which is egg burger or egg kebab, depending on where you come from and what you refer to it as. So here is the mixture. I've already divided it into two. It's completely cooled down by now, and to it I'm adding dania leaves. Reason why I'm adding the dania leaves here is because I didn't want them to start cooking in the hot skillet. Okay, and then after I mixed everything in, I kneaded it slightly so that everything would come together. And then I pinched a bit of it, rolled it in my hand and then flattened it out. So just make sure that everything is firmly together before you place your boiled egg on it. We don't want anything falling apart in the oil. So once you place your egg on it, the next thing that you'll do is you'll start gathering your potato and spice mixture around the egg. Pick some more from the bowl and keep adding until your egg is evenly covered on all sides. So once you're satisfied with how you've coated your egg, the next thing that you'll do is you'll transfer this into another bowl that has raw eggs that are beaten very lightly. Roll it around and make sure that you've covered the entire surface of it, and then transfer it to another plate that has crushed cornflakes. The alternative that you can use here are breadcrumbs or semolina flour. And because we want to give our egg chop a double coating of cornflakes, the next thing that we'll do is we're going to return this egg chop into the slightly beaten egg wash and then make sure that it's well covered. Return it to the crushed cornflakes. Make sure that each and every surface is very well coated, and then once you're satisfied that everything is the way you'd like it to be, let it rest for about 5 minutes or so before deep frying it in oil that's been heated on moderate heat. Proceed to fry each side for about 3 minutes or so, or until your cornflakes turn a very nice golden brown color. That's when you'll know that everything is done properly, and then remove it from the hot oil. Place it on your kitchen paper for the excess oil to drain off. So I served my egg chops with kachumbari, which is a mixture of tomatoes, onions, dania and some lemon juice. Of course, not forgetting a bit of salt for the seasoning. So here what I'm doing is I want to show you how the inside looks like. I had started cutting into it using a fork and knife, but then I quickly realized that this was going to ruin everything for me when it came to taking pictures. I stopped and used my hand to just make everything steady and cut through the egg chop. As I'm cutting it, I'm sure you can hear how crispy the coating is. It will not disappoint at all. And this is how the egg chop looked like. Egg in the middle, followed by a very tasty coating of potatoes and spices, and finally on the very outside is a crispy, crunchy cornflake coating. So I hope that you'll get to try this out. Please give me your feedback on the comment section down below, and until next time, keep it Jikoni magic. Goodbye.